YAJ effect. YAJ effect. YAJ. Welcome to YAJ. Welcome to YAJ.
Good evening, everybody. How y'all doing tonight on this Saturday night after we've been through all this weather and ice and all that? Well, let me ask a question. If you had to leave home because of an emergency, what three things would you take with you? Let me know what you take with you. I guess my phone. I guess a drink. I got everything else in the vehicle. Y'all let me know what y'all be taking if y'all had an emergency. You had to go. Maybe my pillow.
As you see, yeah, I'm not in the mood. I'm not feeling well again. So we're gonna get on with the show before I get drunk.
As you drool looking out right now.
Yeah. So I always love my family, love my kids. I know it's Saturday and nobody's around. That's cool. Yeah.
Well,
All right.
a lot of people don't have power too.
Still, sorry to hear about that.
Phone charger and kids. Hey, Chrissy, how you doing? I've seen you on this. It's good to see you.
9 bad money habits. And like I said, throughout the week, I look through TikTok, all that stuff. And the thing I'm starting to pull out and understand so I can keep sharing with people is that 9 bad money habits. Not tracking expenses. Yes and no. Because the thing about expenses, come on. $10 here, $10 there. I mean, plus on top of that, your debit card keeps a great account of every day. So, I can say that, but most of us don't spend a whole lot of money on a lot of things. Not investing. That's the key for me. People don't invest and you say, oh, well, I could die or this. Come on, man. That's bull. Because what are you going to say tomorrow? Or what if that one day since you said you didn't invest? Because I was one of those people that didn't want to invest. But then as I start climbing in age and start realizing, oh, shit, I'm going to hit 50. Now I'm scrambling to do something. Where in my 20s, I could have put something away long ago. So you have to start investing in yourself. Put a plan aside. Get a 401k. I cannot stress this enough. Don't be like me and wait till you're in your 40s to try to do something when you have about 20 or so more years before you retire. Don't be like these people out here. I'm going to move on. Throwing money on problems. That don't apply to none of us, except for those who do that or who got it.
What?
Throw money on problems. Throwing money on problems.
Yeah.
I can't even throw money in a titty bar.
Okay, then.
I'm just saying. Yeah, like I said.
Take care of everything you got right now.
Yeah. Because I'll throw a roll of quarters.
That's going to hurt.
Here you go. 50-cent piece.
Yeah, right.
Not negotiating. I have no idea what the hell that's supposed to mean.
Not negotiating with money. I'm tell you what, me and money, it's very hard to talk to somebody with money because I don't know, I got issues when people talk to me about money.
It's a simple concept. It's economics 101. You budget well. If you can budget a $20, I don't know about wealthy people, but when you're broke, I pay child support. So I have learned to budget that $600 that I give my daughter a month in child support for over 18 years. I have learned how not to think about that money. I have learned. And believe me, that $600 a month that goes to my daughter, that's a car payment. That's a house note. That's everything that most of you, 18 years, think about that for 18 years. See, most people who don't receive child support wouldn't understand that.
Or
Because-
pay child support. I mean, because
Well,
I know when somebody paying child support, once it's done, you're like, whew.
right.
And then you haven't seen that money in so long, and then all of a sudden you start seeing it when you're done paying child support. You're like, wow, I'm actually making more extra money than I thought.
She's a receiver. I'm a payee. So for me, of course I'm going, because that's a noose.
Yeah, well, I was a receiver. I'm gonna tell you, it's hard when you're a receiver, and then all of a sudden it stops.
Mm-hmm.
It's hard because then all of a sudden you have to rearrange everything
Mm-hmm.
to what you were doing at first. But then your kids are getting older. Once your kids get older, then you're not paying out as much. And I'm gonna tell you what, the best thing I can say, I love my kids to death, but when school was out and they don't go to school no more, and you see all these people getting all the school supplies, and you're going, oh, I don't have to do that this year. Oh, I save a lot of money. You'd be amazed how much money you save on all that.
Yep. Shopping too much. What? Again, we're entering categories I don't do. I don't shop.
You don't go shopping, period,
Yeah.
unless somebody takes you. And even if you go shopping, you really don't buy anything but what you need.
Yeah, that's the whole thing. People, I buy what I need. I don't buy stuff
And
don't
I will
want.
admit, I've gotten better at that. I've gotten better because I really don't need. What do I need? I mean, I got plenty of stuff.
We've been together for over 10 years,
Going on
9 years. And believe me when I tell you, she and I, this year alone, I just bought 2 new pair of shoes. I haven't bought shoes in years. 2 new pair of shoes in 9 years. What's that tell you?
Okay, well, let me tell you about my stories. You said 2 pairs. All right, I used to only have maybe some sandals, and that's it. I got a whole bunch of tennis shoes because I went to Walmart, bought tennis shoes. But then I started buying Skechers.
Right.
And they're the most comfortable shoes I've been wearing.
Right.
And everybody's different.
Right. And the reason why I put this topic on the show, because I didn't know what the hell I was going to talk about. I'm ready to get. As soon as I'm making a beeline, turn off the computer, I'm going to turn on the tea kettle and put my Theraflu on. But like I said,
You making hotty toddy.
everyone, you have to understand something. Some of us have bad habits and some of us don't. Some of us can budget money and some of us won't. The whole thing about it, what I'm trying to tell you is, these are also good keys on, because when you live past that certain prime in your life and that phone stops ringing, you got to take care of bills. And believe me, the help is not going to come because you're too old now to get a job. You don't rely on Walmart to come bail you out, or Taco Bell or whatever. Come on, man. When I get in my golden years, the only thing I'm trying to see is a gym. That's it. So I can talk to young girls. Hey, girl, see my muscle?
Oh my gosh. Really?
I'm just saying. Throwing money on, not taking free money. I don't know what the hell that's supposed to mean, but I don't know where there's free money to be taken. So
I think you being like a senior citizen, or getting money from places that, well, honestly, I really don't know.
exactly.
I don't know.
Generic goals. I kind of understand that. It sounds like something like it's just made up goals that for yourself.
No, generic means instead of getting the high dollar stuff, you're going for the generic.
Oh, well, that too. I still think that's still high price.
I mean,
goals.
there are some generics that I'll go. There's generic stuff that I'll go for, and there's some generics I'm like, nah.
Right. Oh, I'm sorry. I have to get generic drugs, but I don't get generic alcohol.
Is there any generic? Well, yeah, I guess.
Of course it is. There's always generic alcohol.
I just don't drink alcohol that much.
Me neither. Impulse buying. That's a big one.
Okay. Now, I know women, I'm not an impulse buyer unless I eat bad food. I'll go impulse buying sometimes, but I've gotten much better. But you know, when you get mad, and not all women do this, but there are women, if you got the money, oh, that's fine. You know what? You want to make me mad? That's fine. You know what? I'm going out shopping. I'm going to buy me some stuff. I'm going to do this. And actually, it doesn't really have to be buying anything. You can go out and do anything to spend money because you're just mad and you just want to do it.
I don't impulse buy. Expensive vacations. I don't even.
I like to go to the beach. That's
nothing for me that I need to buy a vacation or stuff like that. I don't know.
No.
Again, you have to understand something. Like I said, people need to understand money. It's not hard to understand money. Money is like, it could be your family friend. It can also be your best buddy. But the whole thing about it is money has no conscience. But when you do the right thing with money, money can go far. That's why I understand why people steal when you have, if you are a millionaire or billionaire, what do you need to railroad your people for?
People that have money, it's not so much as the money, they're not happy.
Yeah.
I mean, if you watch some of these things, people can have money and stuff, they steal because they're not happy. You can have money in the world, you still might not be. You might have daddy, be all nice and everything, but you're still not happy. I mean, even being way down here at the poor part, you can still not be happy.
Yeah. But
and you got people working their fingers to the bones just to make money so they can have money to do things.
I've never been more happier, and I don't have anything. I got family, but material things.
You got family, you got friends.
You just had to throw that in.
Yeah, I did.
Anyway.
I did.
You come up with your own analogies. I got mine.
I got mine too.
But the whole thing about it is, people, take care of your family first. Make sure your kids want for nothing. Make sure your kids work hard for everything, because that's what they're supposed to do. And make sure your concept. How do we bring kids in the world and not leave them in? So I'm controlling everything. What the fuck? No. These kids are entitled to what they're supposed to have, so that way they don't have to struggle in their future. Because it's hard enough trying to get a house. It's hard enough to try to get a car. It's hard enough to try to get anything with no money. And even then, most kids don't have A+ credit. It's your credit has got to be on point for you to even get anything, or you're gonna be getting 27% interest on everything.
27 or 29%.
And believe me, you're paying triple for the same vehicle that you would pay if you paid $500 for a car 10 times, because you're trying to find a working car.
And it ain't easy.
It ain't easy. All right, yeah. Okay.
Dude's not over there.
Yeah.
Not over there.
All
right, y'all. Y'all have a good night. Happy Saturday. Thank God all the ice is dead. I hope we have no more. I'm ready for spring to come. Y'all have a good night. And we'll see you on YouTube Tuesday. Hoping that no weather are bad. But it's supposed to warm up. It's supposed to be in the 50s. So bring it on. To that note, sign us off, mister.
Yeah, I'm waiting. Oh, we have 4 eyes. Yeah, 4 eyes.
Well, we had 5 eyes.
All right, people.
Peace out. See ya.
Don't pick your nose.
You can pick your nose, but you can't pick Chris' nose.
Welcome to YAJ.
I forgot how that went. I knew somebody could tell you that very quickly.
YAJ.
Oh, man.